Hey ladies, Megan here. Today I'm coming at you with the tips and tricks I have for the power of posting. Um, as coaches, our business is built on who we are day in and day out, and how are people going to know who you are if you're not posting, right? And so as a new coach, just to backtrack a little bit, as a new coach, the posting 3 times a day, which is like the recommended amount, 3 to 5 times a day, it was terrifying to me. I was one of those coaches that was a challenger, and I was fine posting in my little challenge group because no one saw that except for the people that I trusted and knew really well in the group. But then I decided to be a coach, and I wanted to help others, and I wanted people to feel what I was feeling. And it's scary being, on that front end of new coaching and not knowing what to post, when to post. And I was one of those people that Facebook had really become non-existent. I never posted unless it was inside of that challenge group, and that's really the only reason why I kept my Facebook. So plus all the pictures that I've had since, high school and college and all that. And so I really was non-existent on Facebook. And then I decided to coach. And so part of building a business and part of helping people and helping others know what you have to offer is to post. And so at that point, I was like, okay, Megan, you just got to do this. You just got to put your blinders on and don't think about what everyone else is going to say or what they might think. It's about you and what you are trying to accomplish. And so I'm here to say to you ladies today that the power of posting is scary. It can be a fear that you might have, but it is worth every little thing that you have to say to post. And so I'm looking over my notes because, this is something that I really believe in, and I had thoughts about it, and I wanted to make sure that I told you ladies everything. And so a lot of you might have this fear of posting. And so my first thing that I want you to know is, yes, it's scary, but just do it. Just start posting things that when I first started, it was really things that made me motivated or made me really want to keep going. And so, like, if I was really just dragging and didn't want to work out, one of the best things that I could have done in those beginning stages is go to Pinterest. And I would look at motivational quotes, fitness quotes, and things that would really, make me visualize myself getting to that point. And so I used Pinterest a lot of the times when I first started posting, and I still use it very often. And so if you didn't have anything to say, or if you don't have an idea of what to post, just go to Pinterest and look for things that motivate you or might be inspirational to you, and share what you think about that. It's really easy to just click on a pin, save it to your camera roll, type what you want about that quote, and then post it. Something simple, something easy. And when I first started doing that, I didn't really know what my response would be. However, it was overwhelmingly supportive. And I can't tell you how many people just encouraged me and were like, oh my gosh, thank you so much for posting that this morning. That's just what I needed. And 9 times out of 10, if you need it, someone else needs it too. And so that's my first big tip to you, is just to get over it, post what you think about a motivational quote. And so most of the time, my motivational quotes are in the morning time. That's when, I'm trying to get ready and pumped up for the day. And so that is something that you could be posting each morning, is something motivational, inspirational to you that just gets your day started off right, and that you can help someone else's day get started off right. So that first post should be something motivational, inspirational, or that's how I view it. And then, you really kind of have to know your niche, your people that you are posting to, the people that you are trying to reach and inspire every day. And so at the time, like right now it's different because I'm on summer break, but Most of the year, 10 months out of the 12, I am a teacher. And so I know that really early, 5 a.m., 5:30, sometimes 6, I got around to 7 lately, in the morning, that's when I would post that motivational quote. And then I couldn't really post during the school day, and so I knew that after school, I knew that something like, getting ready for my workout, or a snack, or maybe a meal that I had that was really yummy or tasty, that's something else that I would share right in the afternoon. And so that was really, your second post should be something fitness related or food related, and that's always my go-to. So motivational, fitness related. And then whatever you don't post about that second time, later in the evening, right before you're going to bed, and when everyone's, winding down for the night, they've put the babies to bed, or they are done with their work day, that's the next time that I learned to post. Around 8 o'clock, 9, that was my posting time. And so at that point, I would post, most of the time I post something delicious that we've had for supper, or maybe something like hanging out with William. I even have posted some fun things like a poll that William and I have debated about before. And so that third time that you're posting can be something fun, something lighthearted. And another time that I post at nighttime is just if I have a new group coming up. You kind of have to find your way and figure out when the most people are on and when you want to reach the most people. And so that kind of goes into my next point, is having a posting schedule. When I first started as a coach, I know that I would kind of not have a posting schedule at all. I just post whenever. I knew to do something motivational in the morning, and then the other 2 posts were kind of like hit or miss, right? And so I really started planning out my posts and using an app called Buffer. And I loved having Buffer because I could plan it out ahead of time. Getting adjusted to managing all of this was part of the struggle that I had as a new coach, with teaching and being a new coach and doing trainings for new coaching, and just having life in general surrounding all of that. And it can be tricky, but I started using an app called Buffer. And while I loved Buffer, I wasn't planned out well enough to continue using that. So I went to just planning out my posts on a little index card, and I would try to do 3 times a day, and I might not plan it for the whole week. I might have just planned it for 2 days, and then I would sit down and replan it for the next 2 days. It really just depends. But as you get more experienced and as you grow as a coach, you're going to find what really works for you, and what posts you can already kind of think about ahead of time. So just play around with it. I encourage you to play around with kind of planning out your posts ahead of time. That's just a big time saver for you as a new coach. And so when you're thinking about posting, you really need to know what times most of your Facebook friends are online. And I'll tell you, the one trick that I've learned is to really log onto the computer, on your phone app, your Facebook app on your phone. It's not going to tell you this information, but if you log on to your computer on Facebook, if you look at the bottom right-hand corner where your sidebar, where your chat people are, it will tell you the number of people that are online that are your friends at that moment. And so I kind of learned what times were best for me to post that would reach the most people by looking at that number and just kind of gauging like when my group of people were on. And so that's really comes to be important especially when you're inviting, or you're talking about coaching, or if there's something really important you really want people to see, you want to post it at that time when the most people are on. And most of the time for me, when most people are on is around 8:30, 9:30 at night. And that might be different during the summer. So again, you're going to have to really figure out what's best for you and your schedule. and the people that you're trying to reach. And so that brings me to my next point. I mentioned an app just a few minutes ago called Buffer or Hootsuite. Those are great time management apps that'll post for you. However, what I have found with Facebook is that they love real time, and they love it when people are posting not through a third-party app. And so what Facebook will do is, if they see that it's a third-party app, they won't put it in people's news feeds as much as if you were real-time posting. And so I encourage you to really plan out your posts on paper or electronically, as far as like in a Excel spreadsheet or Google form, whatever you want to use, and not use one of those apps that I just mentioned just because they won't show up as much in people's news feeds. And the whole point is for people to see what you have to say, right? So post in real time. So really, real quick, let's recap. To get over your fear of posting. You've got this. People, 9 times out of 10, whatever you are feeling in that moment, someone else is feeling too. Okay, so I just want you to get over your fear of posting and just do it. You'll be surprised at how many people are encouraging you and will uplift you through that. Second thing, post 3 to 5 times a day, and kind of know ahead of time what you want to post. Something motivational, something fitness related, something food, something fun and non-coaching related. There's so many different things that you can post about, and I think I've posted a few things that you could, especially on our team calendar. There's little reminders of what to post, and then be posting in real time. The next thing that I wanted to share with you ladies is that with Facebook, I was just talking about how Facebook likes real-time posts. People, what they have been finding through some of my Facebook research is that a very small percentage of people see what you post every single day. If they're not following you, or if you're not engaging on their Facebook walls, they're more than likely not going to see your particular post. So it's really important that you are engaging in conversations on Facebook and really doing that power hour that I've been talking to you ladies about, adding value to people. And the more that you are engaging on someone else's Facebook wall, the more that it's going to pull them over and put your stuff in their news feed. So it's really important to be engaging on Facebook. And one way that I have really come to realize that's really useful is not always posting with a picture. So many people post with pictures now, and trust me, posting with pictures is a beautiful thing. However, you are trying to get people talking and engaging on your own Facebook wall. And so something that I've learned to do is do polls, and that could be anything that you want to poll Facebook people about. So I know I have done pictures of going to a wedding. Which outfit do you choose? Which outfit should I choose? And that one I did post with a picture. But something that I love doing is talking about disagreements that my husband and I have, like the toothpaste battle that we've had as a new married couple, because that's my niche. I'm trying to reach newlyweds. Colgate or Crest. He was a huge lover of Crest, and I'm a Colgate girl through and through. And so that's a poll that I really did really quickly. I think my latest poll that I did was the type of toilet paper that people should be using at home. It's just silly, fun things like that people engage on your Facebook. To be honest, those are the posts that I get the most comments on. And the more comments that you're getting on a post, the more it's going to pop up into people's news feeds, which means more people are viewing your page and seeing what you have to say, right? So polls is one way to add that into your Facebook posts to really get people engaged and going on your what you have to say. And another thing that has come out recently is Facebook videos. Having quick little snippets of little fun things or workouts. Like I know when I do post about my fitness, I try to post at least once a week a favorite move that I've done in one of my workouts, something that's visual like that. Facebook loves to put those into people's news feeds. I mean, you see it all over Facebook. Every video, people are more likely to stop at a video and watch it really quickly, especially it's super short, no more than like 2 minutes is what I would recommend, especially like if you have something funny going on. So definitely have videos and add that to your posting schedule. Now those are a little bit more intimidating. I didn't do those right up front. That's something that I'm recently trying to add into my posting schedule. So I think last night I did one of Lilybug and I talking about Shaco. Right now she's just hanging out with me. She's my assistant today. So that would be a cute little video to do. I know some of you have puppies at home, cute little videos of you and your dog, or I know that some of you have babies. Whatever you can think of, do something with a video, okay? And then the last thing that I wanted to share with you ladies is just some different apps as a new coach that I loved and the different things that I used to help me post. Those are the things that were like good as gold. I mean, y'all, those apps and the websites I'm about to share with you were I use them every single day to this point. And so I want to share, so if you don't have a pen and paper out, go ahead and get it out, rewatch this, whatever you need to do, because this is the heart of my posting. So I'm going to go through a few apps, and I'm going to go through some things that might be helpful for you when you are posting to create these beautiful images and beautiful videos, and really getting you and your girl boss brand on, right? And we're going to be talking about some brand stuff a little bit later this month. Okay, so I'm going to go through some picture apps that I use. My two favorite picture apps that I use almost every single day is one is called Photify. And I love Photify because it has so many different filters that I can filter a picture. I'm not saying that every picture needs to be filtered, but it's my favorite app to use for the different filters. And Photify also has stickers and the ability to post words over your picture. And I used to use Photify for that, but my second favorite app that I have is called WordSwag. Y'all, this is my favorite app that I think I have on my entire phone. WordSwag has the most beautiful fonts to put over pictures, and you can do different backgrounds. You can upload anything from your camera roll. So WordSwag is one of my second favorites. Apps to use when you're trying to create beautiful images and different motivational quotes and things. So I told you girls earlier that I used to use a lot of Pinterest motivational quotes. Well, at this point in my coaching business and my coaching career, people want to see not what someone else has to say. They want to see what you have to say, right? And so if you can get to this point, I'm not saying you have to, something that would be really beneficial for you is people want to see you. So if you see like a cute little quote or motivational quote on Pinterest, then take that quote, take a picture of yourself, and put it into WordSwag. And that's what I did this morning. It said, I think I did one that said, remember that you can create your own sunshine or something like that. And I just had a little picture of me and my coffee mug, and people want to see you. And so the way that I normally post those kinds of pictures, the motivational things and the inspirational things that I create in the mornings, is I will take a picture, I'll put it into Photify, I will do the filter that I want, and then I will upload that picture into WordSwag. And I'll put the words that I want of the quote that I'm just loving that morning, put it there, save it to my camera roll, and then upload it to my Instagram and my Facebook. And that's one way that I post different motivational quotes and things like that. So those were my two picture apps that I had on my list to tell you guys about. Now, the other two apps that I have that are must-haves, I told you ladies that videos are really important. Those are the ones that people stop and watch, and they might not comment on it, but they watch them, trust me. You can even see how many views you have and things like that. And so I used to use an app called Pick, Play, Post. You can take a picture and have a video going on. If you were with me back in December, that's the one that I used to use for my 12 days before Christmas, or countdown to Christmas. However, Facebook has this thing where if you add music to your different videos, especially like if you're working out and you have music going on, which is what you can do with most of the video shop apps, they will take your video down and then you're reported and all that stuff. I think one time I kept ignoring those notifications, and so I had no posting video abilities for like 24 hours. It was awful. So I have figured out a trick. If you are taking like a cute little workout video of like your 3 different favorite moves from the 21-day fix, or PIO, or whatever your workout you're using, what you do is you go ahead and just run your camera roll, do your little videos, and you can cut them and edit them in Viva Video. So I take my little workout videos, I put them into Viva Video, it compiles it into one. I can cut, edit, speed it up, whatever. I can even do a filter on it. And Viva Video allows me to cut it and do that. And then I take the Viva Video and I put it into what's called Video Shop. And Video Shop does the same kind of thing. However, it's the one way that I have found that I can add music from my own personal library to my video. And so what I can do is I'll scroll to halfway through the song, or just not the first 30 seconds of the song. And that's the one way that I have been able to keep the songs and add those to my videos and not get reported to Facebook. So those are my 2 must-have apps for you new coaches when it comes to doing videos and things for your Facebook. And then I wanted to go through a couple of websites that I use to create like beautiful images for my invitations and things like that. And so one that I've used quite often is Canva.com. It's canvas without the S.com. And so that's one that you can upload backgrounds, you can upload pictures, beautiful fonts, and things like that. And that's one that I do for my social media posts. I use that one quite often. And what's beautiful about Canva is that it'll save it in a little library for you. And I can do a whole separate training on that another day. So Canva.com is one that I use for my social media posts that, hey, you're invited to bring the heat kind of thing. But my newest favorite one is PicMonkey.com. And PicMonkey allows me to do those really cool where I can erase the background, what's going on around me, so it just has just me on the social media post, and I'll use that quite often as well. And so PicMonkey has a lot of different abilities, and I can do a separate training on that. But those are the 2 websites that I use the most as a coach. And as a new coach, I use Canva all the time. PicMonkey's more of a recent love. So those are the 2 websites that I would use to help you with your posting. So those are all the ones that I would use to do all of the posting that I do. However, these are some apps that I would use just as to keep up with everything and stay organized and things like that. So if you don't already, go ahead and download Google Drive on your phone. I can access anything from our team drive in my Google Drive app. So if I'm not at my computer, or if I'm not sitting down to where I can access Google Drive, I have it on my app, and I can send a real quick link, because I can't tell you how many times someone has been like, yeah, I'm ready to jump right in, and you don't want to wait too long. So I can go to my little form where it has all my different links for the different challenge packs that I help people with, and I can copy it, paste it, send it to her right then and there. And so Google Drive is another app that I think you really need to have as a new coach. And just any of the Google ones. So Google Forms, Google Docs, Google, the Excel spreadsheet one. Those are all the different Google apps that I would recommend going ahead and having on your phone, so that basically you have everything you need on the go coaching moments that you will have. I guarantee you will have those moments. So I hope that this helped you, ladies. So that was a lot of information. If you have more questions, let me know. I am totally here to help you, ladies, and be successful as new coaches. And the biggest thing I want you to know is that you are more important to people than you realize. And whatever you have to say, whatever you are thinking, someone else is thinking too. And so go ahead and get out there and start posting. Make sure you're posting three times a day, and just do it, y'all. Just do it. You will be so surprised at the support and love that you will see through those posts, and you never know whose life you are going to touch by posting what you have to say, okay? So if you have questions, let me know, and hope this was helpful, and have an awesome day, ladies. I'll talk to you later. Bye.